Breaking the law, 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 breaking the law. Breaking the law, 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 breaking the... All right, why do I keep singing Judas Priest? Because I am trespassing. I am out here on the former Saint Sava Serbian Orthodox Church property, and today is the 8th anniversary of the organizing that prevented a for-profit prison from being put here. So I'm celebrating by breaking the law, breaking the law. Friends, this is my first sight and first time being on the old Saint Sava property. So this clearing is where the church and parking lot were. It's turning into a wetland, pretty cool. See a lot of phragmites, but I have no doubt that the restorationists of this region will make good work of that in due time. A lot of dumping been going on, but again, you just get a couple of dedicated volunteers. You get that cleaned up in no time. I don't know if anybody needs any Christmas lights, maybe? Gorgeous oak trees out here. Need to be getting distracted here, but that path looks tempting. It just boggles my mind that people would bring these things all the way this way out here. I mean, if you're gonna dump and litter, you can't find, you know, somewhere more accessible. It's just unbelievable. So just beyond that tree line, well, obviously the interstate, which you can hear, but there's a private property, someone's home, so I'm not going to go any farther. And then to my right, hope I don't make any of you dizzy, but beyond that is 49th. Oh, I don't know, friends. I mean, maybe we were wrong, you know? Maybe the prison would be an improvement over all this. Maybe we should call the GEO company back and ask for their forgiveness and see if they'll come back, and we'll give them the land back, you know? We'll have the county do that. Yeah, fuck that, eh? And then here's the road off 49th into the property. And we got a gate, much more formidable than what was up here about 8 years ago. One of my favorite memories from this period, and there are many favorite memories, but one of my favorites was when our No Hobart prison signs came in. Some ones from our coalition threw a bunch of them up there by the street. Yeah, so we're gonna need more people to come out. Stop a prison, build a park. Ooh, that chair looks nice. I think I'll take a seat. That was a smart move to come sit down. It's not damp, thankfully, and I found 15 cents, which is cool. So, yeah, I'm out in the middle of this parking lot in the open. The property's owned by Lake County Parks Department, and it will be preserved and open to the public eventually. But with this anniversary today, I wanted to come out here and just explore and just kind of get into my feelings about things and just celebrate this amazing thing we did 8 years ago. Yeah, so the anniversary, so I'll just run down some quick history. My mother's birthday, 2013, coming home from work from Chicago. I'm on the train, I'm reading the news on my phone, and I see an article in the Post-Tribune from Karen Cafrini, hello Karen, saying that the GEO Group has purchased the old St. Saba property on 49th on the Hobart-Gary border, and they're gonna put their prison. Since I think 2009 or 2010, ICE had been wanting to put a for-profit prison somewhere in the Chicago region. They first tried Crete, Illinois, that failed. Then they tried Joliet, that failed. And I knew they'd come to Indiana eventually. So I was in a good position to join the organizing, help build a coalition. I actually knew some of the activists who'd been involved in Crete. So I'd kind of seen how these things play out. I'll be honest, some of that activism was kind of like how we're not going to do things out here in Northwest Indiana. But I'm not going to, this is a nature show, not a political show. So I'll leave it there. So I don't know about any future plans for this piece of land here. Although I'll just keep pushing, as long as I have to see that some of the key individuals in this coalition who are no longer with us get memorialized here. And I'm talking about Tom Du Bois. I'm talking about my buddy Bob Krebs, and of course from Crete, who'd been in it from the beginning, Bernie Copera. And I can't stress enough how those community members that had been through that struggle, how valuable they were, how much they taught us, how much they helped us. Coming out here, they were so pissed off. They never forgot that anger. And neither did I. I remember exactly how pissed off I was 8 years ago. I'm still pissed off, but we won this one, babies. I also have to mention Frank Smith, who in the earliest stages drove all the way out from Kansas to help us out here, because mostly we didn't know what we were doing. Nobody had been through this before, and I told you I had just witnessed the struggle from the sidelines. Frank has been fighting for-profit prisons probably since the beginning. I mean, his track record is something like 110 victories and 3 losses. So this was another notch on his belt here, and yeah, just another great person. So Frank, glad you came out. Glad to know you, buddy. So one of the things that I think really helped our cause, to get the city officials in Hobart to turn against the GEO Group, there were 2 incidences that happened on this property. It used to be a church here up till just a few years ago. A meth lab was discovered at one point, and then an arson occurred out here. This goes a bit back, but my band in the 90s, the Fuzz Factor, was going to play a gig at the church here. And we balked at the idea because I just got a text from McKinney Dilworth as I was recording this. Hello, McKinney. We didn't want to play in a church, even though many cool punk gigs happened at churches back in those days. But we didn't feel like playing at church. We didn't think any of our fans would come out here. They probably would have. We should have done it. Oh well. What else is there to say? I don't know. There's just so many people that were involved in this, just regular community people who'd never done anything like this before. And I wanted to mention a few names of people who I was in the closest contact with, but there were so many other people as well. And I don't want to leave names out or anything like that, but I'm not going to sit here and just list names off either. Yeah, I would say the community really, they got it together. I didn't find a single person who wanted this thing in Hobart. Nobody in Hobart wanted this thing. Of course, you had people in the ritzy suburbs. Oh, of course, yeah, great location for that, because they don't want to have it in their community. But Yeah, you know, for those of you who aren't from around here, Hobart's had a reputation of like a racist sundown town for a very long time, but now it's actually one of the most diverse communities in Northwest Indiana, and I saw so many different sides to it during this organizing. So that's inspiring, you know? It really was inspiring. I can't get too comfortable out here. I might fall asleep. Wouldn't that be funny? Fucking Hobart police or county. It's got to stir me. What else? Well, after the defeat in Hobart, and it was a prolonged defeat. They lost interest in the property but held on to it for a number of years. And recently, Lake County Parks Department's been able to pull the funds together and purchase. Frank Smith joked that we should actually name this GEO Park or George Park after George Zoley, the CEO of the GEO Group. But no, I'd rather like see a natural name, or, you know, again, work the names of these activists who've since left us but made such a mark in this community. So after the sweet defeat of the prison in Hobart, Anthony Rayson, the great South suburban anarchist, did a zine called The Sweet Defeat of the Prison in Crete. That has a much better ring than what I just said. What's up, Anthony? After the defeat here in Hobart, the GEO Group tried Gary, and I knew that was coming. And I'm not going to get into it now, but that was a fight. They actually attempted it twice. There was some local support for putting a prison in the community. And then after that, I think it went over to Elkhart, where it was defeated. And then Hopkins Park, Pembroke Township, which is in Kankakee County, Illinois, defeated. They attempted to put it in Roseland, Newton County, defeated. What's up, Ryan Farrar? It's Monday morning. I should probably, you know, go do some work or something. Those emails don't send themselves. Hey, everybody. Thank you so much for coming along on this particular journey. This was something. I really hope I don't get caught, like, from here to leaving. That'd be a damn shame. But I wanted to come out here and see this for myself. And I'm glad somebody put this chair out for me to do that. All right, everybody. Thank you. Be careful out there. Wish me luck. Oh, I guess one thing I'll say, these woods are, you know, fairly healthy for something that's not been attended to. I mean, we got this strand of Phragmites over here, but I was actually able to walk through the woods without too much of the understory impeding my view, and just, you know, beautiful oak trees out here. So what a victory. What an absolute victory. And because it's a nature show, I absolutely have to mention that this is how I met Sandy O'Brien. He's just an amazing person. I don't even want to put a label. I think conservationist, ecologist, environment, whatever. Those are too limiting. And this is a person who truly cares about the land, has that connection, loves the community, powerful voice. So, Sandy, it's been an absolute pleasure. Thank you you've taught me quite a bit. So thank you. Well, there is one more person I need to give a shout out to, and I hope she doesn't mind I'm doing this while I eat my granola bar over here, but Barb Sullivan, who I met back in the CDOP days, Central District Organizing Project in Gary, and I truly do believe that Barb was that living nexus between Hobart and Gary, two towns that have been pretty well divided, and I think it's Barb and people like Barb who made such a difference. And Barb has been a viewer of the Calumet Wilderness since video one. So thank you, Barb. Love you so much. So great to get to know you over the years. You have a great day. And again, pardon me while I chew my granola bar. All right, everybody, one more time. Let's do it. Breaking the law, breaking the law. Breaking the law, breaking the law. Breaking the law, breaking the law. That's all you get. One last look, friends. Next time I come in here, it'll be legal. So one of the strange talents that I possess is the ability to not be hindered by barbed wire. Easy peasy. All right, I'm just doing a quick check, making sure nobody's out here. Let's break on through to the other side. Oh. Yeah, nothing to see. Yeah, so somebody was walking their dog out there. He looked pretty damn surprised as I come barreling out of the wood line. So I'm just gonna keep on walking. The video that never ends. Breaking the law, breaking the law.